All right, quick update on the markets. I want to have a closer look at Germany because I think we're at an interesting point here, and I'm not entirely. Well, let me backtrack. What I'm seeing here, let me go back to the daily, is sellers have come down, right? So we've had all of this move down, this move down, this move down, this move down, and then this move down. And these sellers have come down hard. But I think we're at an interesting point where buyers can come in. Now, if we have a look at the hourly, something's happening here. And what I'm seeing is we have this first push down. Let me draw that better. This first push down, and then this second push down, which is stronger, but it's stronger because it went further. So it's stronger in length. But it started to. We saw signs that buyers were coming in. So we see signs of buyers coming in there. And it took, although it went further, it wasn't as smooth as this first move. Now, this first move, we know it ended because of this. This secondary move, what I am wondering is, has it ended? On one hand, it could be a case of, okay, this has ended. Well, actually, it's more like this. Has ended, and we know because of this push up. And we're having another push down, so this would be the third of this second, of that being the first one, right? That's one way of reading this. Another way of reading this is this move down hasn't ended yet, because actually no, let me say that again. This move down has ended, but the pullback to start the third move hasn't begun, as in this isn't the third move. We don't yet know where the third leg is. I say that to say this move up, has it ended here, or is it more of a case of this is moving up and it's going to go up even more, potentially up here to challenge these guys before we have a third move? And I'm leaning towards that. Read. I think we've seen signs that buyers are here. And what I am anticipating is that this, even if it does come down, potentially it will come down to the 450 level again, but it will come down and spike, similar to this spike. And if I see that spike, I anticipate this going up. And if this goes up, I think it's going to beat this level, and it's going to go up to challenge, like I said, this guy. Potentially it could react from this wick, but I think ultimately the prices want to get up there before the third move down happens. That is what I am leaning towards. Now, what I want to see to confirm that is a spike when markets open on tomorrow. I want to see this come down, and I want to see it leave a spike similar to this one. That's the first thing. The second thing is we have a bigger push of the buyers. So these same buyers who push this up, I want to see them push it up again, but even stronger. this time. And if that were to happen, then I can say for sure, okay, this move, I can say for sure now this secondary move has ended, but we don't yet have a third move because this move up hasn't ended, as in it's not ended here. It's actually going to go up even more before the third move down happens. And if all of my read are correct, so we have something like that. Let me move this forward just a bit. Okay, so if we have something like that, that comes up here, I anticipate that this third move down to the second one is not going to come down to this low anymore, because it's going to be gearing to blast up. And if we have a look at the daily, potentially it could be what's needed to break this level, that blast up. Incidentally, there are a lot of news announcements for Germany this coming week. So we have one on Monday. We have one for the rest of the week from Wednesday. So we have Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday news announcements. And that could be what's needed to propel this forward. One of the reasons I am not entirely confident with that read is because of the lower lows I'm seeing here. So in order, and also we seem to be having something like that potentially. So it could be a case of this is completely wrong. If this does push up, it comes crashing down and makes a lower low to that. That could happen. That could happen. But first things first. Is prices first level will be there, I reckon. And depending on how strongly it comes up, it could be a case of this isn't coming down, it's going up. So on the hourly, I'm confident that prices wants to reach this level. On the daily, if we were to look at the 15,800, I'm not entirely sure what happens when prices reaches here. Because so far we've had these buyers push up, and they pushed up here again and didn't reach the previous high. I want to see them push up one more time and see if they reach this high. I want to see if they reach that high, and also the 15,800 has a spike there. So if prices were to beat this level, I think we have a good chance that it will come up to the 16,000 level. And if that is the case, then things could change. But first things first, 15,800 is a level of interest. First thing being first is prices come up to this level. So when markets open on Monday tomorrow, I would love for this to come down. The more this come down, potentially even if it spikes below this level, it'll be great. As long as it spikes and then comes back up and leaves a wick like this, then I'll jump in on this buy. I am another reason why that read I'm not entirely fine with it is markets aren't very, they're not correlating very well right now. FTSE is a bit different because I do think eventually FTSE wants to come down again to this level, but first it wants to go up. So when it does go up, and I think a similar thing to Germany, as in this will go up, but unlike Germany, I think this will have a hard time going past this level before it reaches this level. So I think this wants to come down first and then go past this level. Yeah, it's a tricky one. I like it when markets correlate. When they're not correlating, I tend to stick with just one and focus on it. And because Germany has the most news announcements this week, I do think it'll be the best market to focus on. And this read, I'm very happy with it because I don't think these guys are done just yet. I think they're going to make at least one more move. Also, if you want to look at it as moves up, legs up, I started here, first move, and this, and actually let's go down to a lower time frame. No, let's go back to the hour. I was gonna say let's look at the details, but I think it's messy. So we can see it clearer here. It went up, came down, and then this second leg went all the way up, and technically this second leg is stronger than this first leg. So with this move down, I'm anticipating at least one more move up, at least this third leg. And assuming this third leg is stronger, we're gonna have a fourth leg up, and all of these legs up are pull back from on a bigger time frame, time scale of these guys up here, this second leg to this first leg, gearing up to make their third leg down. So I am more confident with this read, and it's all predicated on if we have this push down. If prices open up on Monday and we have just this push up, I might actually change my mind on this, because it might be the third leg to this secondary move up, which means actually this level is going to hold and we're going down. So that's my thinking on Germany. We'll see if things play out. To sum up, if this comes down around about, let's say, I think the news announcement is at, I want to say 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. So, and markets open, what was it, around 11:30, 12:30? I say 12:30 a.m. So within that time, prices come down around about 8, or shall I say between 7 and 8:30, it pushes down even more. around, well, 7, between 7 and 9, it pushes down even more. And at 9, or just past 9, after the news announcement, this propels upwards. That's what I want to see. And there are signs that this area here is going to hold. It'll be a sign to jump in on the buy shortly after 9. But it's risky because, again, things aren't correlating nicely. Wall Street, I don't even, well, actually, Wall Street is interesting. We've had prices push up here and come down, but I think this level is going to be tested again, and I think they have a chance of breaking this level and coming up to this level ish. So we'll see. I don't want to spend too much time on Wall Street because it is still very messy. Oh, look at that. It wants to make its way down here. It's just taking a long time. So if we have a pullback, I don't expect the pullback to reach here. I think maybe somewhere around here, and then drop down to this level, which again correlates with what I said with Germany earlier, as in when this happens, I think this level is going to be troublesome, potentially. We'll see. But yes, that's my look on the market so far. I'm aiming to have a video at some point during the week, if not Monday, then Wednesday or Thursday, because this will be a very interesting week for Germany. But I'll leave this there for now. Have more videos, or 1 or 2 during the week. All right, bye for now.